for Beyond after getting the first 3 initial kills. Neff and Ronan almost bringing it back, but in the end, it was not going to be enough. And a very, very quick start to the map.
Yeah, impressive stuff coming in from Beyond, and they get it done. Huat Zai not able to pick it up, not able to really look too solid at all. So right down to the eco, they don't get the bomb plant, they don't get any extra cash to play with going into round number 2. This should be another round for Beyond, absolutely no problems. QQ. Player cross now by Spiels. Oh, gonna be the
I love that.
That's so nice.
I love the timing.
And mid kill. And well, Olivia now pushing forward in towards short. He's got the MP9. It's gonna work out for at least one. Probably should have got more than one there, Blair, but he goes down nonetheless. There's a rifle back on the same ramp, and Beyond just clean up these rounds, not really losing too many players. Just the one in the hands of Olivia. But other than that, it's another clean round win here for the Thai side.
I love how QQ is in overfacing as well. This is a Beyond that again. I'm gonna just talk a bit about the recent results. Right, 1-2 to Ty. They took down Tyloo and Mirage, and that too, just breaking apart Tyloo's defense and just looking so solid overall, and that's so impressive from them. 1-2 against Invictus, and like you said, yeah, they're losing 2-1 to the best in Asia. So they're doing something right. Individually, I still feel they're not on par with the individuals on Tyloo. You talk about somebody and, you know, Attacker and the gang. It's going to be hard to do that against Tyloo. I don't think there's any team in the region who have the firepower of Tyloo. But what works beyond is the sum of the parts. It's not just the individual bits. And I feel like the only weak point, the only complaint I probably have would be QQ having too many quiet games. And it's not about him, like, you know, having to play all the crap roles, as you like to say. It's just that he doesn't seem to be on the same level as a May roles, as an SDK, as an Olivia, or even a KNTZ. And I feel that could be the only chink in the armor, so to speak, right now for this team. But yeah, against Huat Zai, as long as they play the game, they should be looking good here. Hit coming in towards short. They have a player towards upper tunnels and one just holding long. Just trying to find the opening picks here. I'm a little surprised Beyond didn't go for a more aggro play, I think, looking at the weaponry they have and the fact that it's kind of a bonus round for them.
Yeah, it's all about turning some of these weaker weapons into extra cash, right? You win this round, you're going to be looking so solid, you didn't have to invest in anything else. This might just go all wrong for them. Miss Spiels is going to be the front man in towards the, say, bomb site. KNTZ position on the ramp, but Olivia, he's got the first kill. Opening kill does go in favor of Beyond, and now they move forward. Spiels trying to play at the gap on the left side of the smoke. Check the right side, but Mayrolls is tucked in the corner here. Blaze tucked away. There should be a kill for him. If Bobasaur cannot pick up the headshot, it's one picked up. It's KNTZ. MP7 now rattles into the open. It only gets one, but it's still enough. A 3 versus 2, but Olivia, I feel like he could have waited a little bit there. I feel like he had his teammate in behind him. There was no need to face the site, but he goes down. Still a 2 versus 2. Splashkeep and Spiels, who is incredibly low in HP. 14, still fragging. Gets a 3rd kill in the round, and now it's just QQ having to pull off the clutch. He's got the first and surely the second. There it is from QQ. It'll be a step up and delivery in the 1 versus 2 clutch to get a 3rd round on the board for Beyond. I mean, these rounds are close, but that was a bit of a bonus play.
That was definitely a bonus. I agree with you. I think Olivia played that perfectly until the point where he just peeked out right before his teammates. But I can also kind of understand why he did it, mainly because the bomb just got planted and he wanted to ensure that the 2 Ts where, you know, they remain on the A bomb so they're not able to cross on over or get into more comfortable post-plant positions. So Beyond, yeah, they lose 4 guns, but it was going to be a bonus round anyway, and an AK upgrade coming in for QQ. And yeah, QQ, did give him a little bit of criticism there, but if you're going to clutch rounds out like that, yeah, I'm going to be keeping my mouth shut. It is going to be the buy, of course, for Huat Zai. 3rd round loss bonus, alongside the fact that they did get the bomb down. That's going to give them enough money for a pretty comfortable buy. The problem now for them is the fact that Beyond, they have the weaponry as well. 3 rifles, a couple of AWPs in the hands of the trusty old Olivia and Mayrolls. And Huat Zai, a lot of work to do.
Neff, crosses to the left side. It's going to be QQ with the kill. Now they cross on by. Smoke goes down for the CT cross. Huat Zai starting to move forward. Splash keep.
Oh!
Oh, a lot of damage being done here on the Huat Zai. This is not the start they would have hoped for. And not the finish, perhaps, as well here on the B-bomb side. May rolls. Oh, he's got caught. He's got caught stripped by Ronin, who gets two, blah. How has he just cracked open the B-bomb site on his own? They've taken the site. Now it has to be the retake from Beyond. They have only got 2 flashbangs and a Molotov across 2 players. What a round from Ronin. We were waiting for it. We were waiting for his moment where he would shine. Now it has to be the retake. Olivia outside the door, but look at Ronin. He's not going to sit in the B-bomb site. He goes round behind them, blood. This is so huge. There's another kill. Ronin, a third in the round, and that's just KTZ left alone, trying to win this 1 versus 1. There's still a little bit of time left. He's still got that kit. He has still got utility, but he's not using any of it. And Ronin, 4 kills. He just single-handedly mauled Beyond.
That was again, like, it's Ronin doing Ronin things, just running out, but so questionable from Meryl's there with the AWP. I mean, you have a teammate playing from Ka. You had QQ's got a couple of kills. Now, the time it took for him to get towards window, the Huat Zai already reach window from mid, Dinko. It was too late for him to rotate at that point in time, and that was the timing for Ronin to just burst out from tunnels and just take him down. That was so well played from him. But then mistake being made by Meryl's, opening up the tiny little door of opportunity for Huat Zai to steal the round away. And even in 1v2, the player on the B bomb side, your teammate's outside B doors. Ronin's outside. Why is he not looking towards tunnels? It's just some weird individual decisions coming out from both the teams, although the round will be won. Oh, Olivia spots the head. Oh, misses a shot. He's going to re-peek. He's going to re-peek. He's going to do the smart thing and fall on back. Now they know where an op is. And this is, mind you, the force buy. Deagles for Beyond. And Huat Zai is going to come towards short. QQ, I think, has been spotted out. Nev's going to come jumping around the corner and a flying headshot. And that should be the save. The retake's not going to happen, and immediately Beyond's just going to leg it. They don't have any money. And even if they just have the pistols, it's best not to face. Although I believe Neff is definitely going to be going on the hunt.
Oh, Olivia. It's sort of Bulbasaur now. Neff trying to come through the window. He's going to find the head of STK. Just trying to jump around the corner. May Rolls has a good angle. It's going to be difficult for Neff unless he just jumps around and somehow hits a flying headshot. We've seen that come through a lot in the Asian region, but it's not going to happen here. May Rolls gets aggressive, catches the timing perfectly, and Neff going down. Spiel's now trying to pick it up. I mean, you don't really want to lose too many players here, Huat Zai. The money's not in a brilliant spot. Spiels does get rid of KTZ, but he goes down to May Rolls, and they do lose a few players there, Bless. 3 rebuys, and they've given away a rifle.
Yeah, not too bad for Beyond, and more importantly, they saved the AWP, so the rest of them aren't going to really buy up, but these 2 rifles could be a hindrance for Huat Zai. The money's not terrible, though. You know, T side, they get the bomb down, they win the round, and yeah, they lost too many guns there. And I felt like the hunt was unnecessary, if you ask me. But they did send the Mac-10 and the Galil, so yeah, it's kind of understandable. Olivia. Oh, boy. It's going to peer it on top of mid. Not finding anyone. Immediately peeling back. And his B bombs at the contact play, and Meryl's caught looking the wrong way, avoiding the flashbang, and he's trapped in a corner. His team needs to help him out here, but it's nothing he can do. He just has a USP and spiels. He's gonna have no trouble getting the kill. And if I'm KTZ, I'm just falling on back. Oh wait, hold on, SDK! He finds 2 with a USP. What was that? How was that?
Absolutely no idea. Now he's just put his team in a winnable position. Ronin, through the doors, he's been an absolute animal. Winning rounds on his own, turning it in their favor. And again, he gets caught around the backside. QQ not ready for him. And Ronin, he's jiggle peeking. Knows the op is there. This kid's insane. That's so sick. 7 and 3. I mean, this is just unbelievable. And you can see already, Blur, his aggression, it's still coming through. But against Beyond, it just seems... what? Like, that's a matchmaking position you have to check. Like, come on, guys. Why you run onto the B bomb side and not checking car? That's just ridiculous, really. But back to the point, a little bit of a positive note. I mean, Ronin today against Beyond, we're still seeing the aggression come through. We're still seeing the classic aggression, but it seems much more calculated.
Yeah, I mean, you know what they say, right? You live, you learn. And Huat Zai, they have learned some harsh lessons indeed in the past couple of games they've played. Yeah, this Ronin kid's sick though. I love how it just completely, utterly just wrecked KNTZ there. Well, it's a buy from Beyond though. Oh no, KNTZ almost gets taken down and SDK comes running around the corner, but now hit coming in towards short. Now Olivia's there. Hearing all these footsteps, and I won't be expecting his position. Olivia, oh, he whiffs it, Dinko. That was just atrocious from Olivia. That's something I don't think I've ever said. And now it's a 3v3. They still have Estiga towards long, and of course, Huat Zai are very well aware of it. They have Spiels just floating around mid, but just looking everywhere else apart from taking the duel with Meralt, and that's a free kill. And suddenly, this retake is very, very doable indeed. But Splashke, the veteran of the Singaporean scene with the AWP, Bulbasaur is going to strike. He finds QQ. Splashke, flick shot, misses, gets taken down. It's a 1v1, and SDK is good for those. He picks up a 3k and the 1v2 clutch, and that's beyond bringing one round their way. I like Splashke, Dinko.
Yeah.
I've met him so many times. I've hung out with him. The guy's a super nice guy, and, well, was a prodigy early in the day. This guy started playing Counter-Strike when he was like 12 on LAN with his elder brother and some of the veterans in the Singaporean scene. And he was always this really sharp, super good player with the rifle to the AWP. But I gotta say, so far, at least, ever since his army thing where as a Singaporean citizen you have to be in army for a couple of years, he seems to have lost a spark. I won't lie. He has been, I wouldn't say the weak link. He's had his moments, but he's no longer the player he once was. And let's be real, you're given an AWP, you're playing in the major qualifier, like, you're supposed to hit these shots. You're supposed to hit some of these very, very easy, very, very typical shots. And I can easily, on the top of my head, name like about 7 or 8 Oppas playing in this tournament who are way better than him right now.
Yeah, definitely. There's so many talented players on the AWP. And well, oh god, Spiels with the headshot. KTC going down, bomb planted, blood, man advantage on the Deagles. Is it going to happen? QQ, has he just been spotted? Might have been, and well, he's going to run anyway. It's going to be an easy kill, burning away. Splashke, QQ with one on the FAMAS, and now it's Bulbasaur into 1 versus 2. Deagle in hand versus 2 CTs, peeking in from vastly different positions. He was always dead in that position. So 5, 2, 3. I mean, that is a round that Huat Zai can be very happy with. Look how much damage they've done.
Look how much money they've made. They got a bomb down, taking away 3 guns, like you mentioned. Yeah, it's just pretty grim for Beyond. So even though the buy is going to be coming in, a couple of these players are going to be strapped for cash. Majority of them, in fact, almost all of them. STK and KNTZ, they have like, and QQ, they have like $1,000 remaining in the bank. Olivia and Meralt are down to nothing. Yeah, they lose this one. If Huat Zai is able to break that B bomb side again, it's going to be a streak of rounds, most likely going the way of the Singaporean side. But you know what, Dinko? It's still Beyond in the lead. It's still 5-3 as we reach the halfway mark of this first half.
Smoke down. It's going to be KTZ tucked in the blue corner. A couple of players have already run out of long, so he's going to be under a little bit of pressure as they start to move towards him. Luckily, he has QQ off to his left side, so they can deal with him together. And now the push comes through. KTZ is going to be hard checked. QQ goes down as well, and that's round done. That should be the save call now. There's absolutely no way you can do anything. You lose both players outside long immediately. They don't even do any damage blow. They don't get a single bullet off, it feels. And that is just clean and clinical.
That's just brutality. Absolutely wrecked. And they're going to be coming in from short. And Olivia, well, if it gets nothing done, Ronin just deletes the last 2 players. How did it get the... What? That was so fast, Dinko. And we said about how they can break the economy and how they can string a number of rounds together. But that was just a non-existent defense from Beyond. completely just smash in the face. Splashke finds one. Ronan opens up as well, finding KNTZ. And then just look at this. 1 and 1, 2, 3. Second kill as well. Just brutal stuff from Ronan. And this kid's popping off here. And the problem for Beyond is if they're not able... Ronan can be countered. He is hyper aggressive. The thing is, Beyond aren't really playing like the favorites right now, if that makes sense, right? They're playing it very tepid, I guess, not timid, but more like tepid. They're kind of feeling things out. They're giving a lot of respect to Huat Zai, and I feel that's something which you don't do with some of these Asian teams who have the aim. You don't give them the respect, because if you do that, they're just going to maul you, as Spiel's going to open it up, just running up A, and this should be a pretty easy round here. And he at least picks up the Mac 10, but yeah, Huat Zai, they're going to tie things up.
I have to say, though, I've been pretty impressed by Huat Zai so far. It's the best we've ever seen them.
Don't say that, Dink. I remember Mirage, their first game, how the way they shut it down against Sigma on the B bomb site.
Oh, true. That was probably the best B bomb site hold we've seen in this tournament so far.
Why are you going for that splash gate? Why?
Well, thank you for the op. Let's see if Mayros can keep it. That's going to be the difficult part. And the answer is at least no to that question, Bly, but still, what are you doing? Why?
You wait for your teammates to get up close mid and then drop down.
Or don't
right?
drop down. There's that option too, you know? You take a little look at your money.
Look, telling some of these guys not to drop down, let's be real, Dinko. They're not going to listen.
No. But at least they do have money on the team. Neff is a little bit low on cash now. He's had to be the bank. And what Splashkey peeking down in towards middle, he's going to have a couple of players running towards him. He's not going to get anything because Neff is. He's got 3. And well, oh my god, Splashkey, just throw it away. Get rid of it. It hits the hardest shot through the wall, of course. And well, Olivia goes down, and it's going to be Huat Zai taking the lead. 6-5 out of the T side so far. Beyond, they don't really have the money again, Blood. We're in a real terrible situation for the Thai team. They never have money to play with. It's going to be a buy, of course, but the utility is not going to be quite there. This is nice from Neff. Luckily, he's there because Splashkey wasn't doing anything.
Splashkey's having a little bit of a rough tournament, if you ask me. Like, you know, these moments of brilliance have been very, very like non-existent. I might say. As Bulbasaur comes charging out, but he can find nothing. Aggression from the seed is fine. They should put a stop to the hole towards Long. They found both. They have complete control of Long, Dinko. And now there's no need for them to overextend here. The short has been given up. I'm personally not a big fan of this. What is that? Small?
I think it was meant to land in the bomb site, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of bounced a little bit. And while May rolls, Olivia and K and TZ with the kills. A pretty exciting round overall, but now it's Splashkey under pressure. He's got that first kill on the jumping player, but he's in the open. And K and TZ will take him away. That's a round picked up for Beyond. A nice one from Olivia with a double kill. And QQ stepping up as well. There was moments there from Splashkey and Ronin, but it will be a round picked up for Beyond as they tie things up.
They do. It's been pretty back and forth. I just want to look at the shot from Meryl's, because that looked kind of disgusting from his opponent's POV. He had a scout, Dinko, and he was walking up from CD spawn. That should have been like a free kill for the T from that A bomb side. But yeah, that failed smoke could have, I feel like that could have really helped matters out. Even for Splash here, right? He gets a kill and a jumping out. The smoke would have still been in play. Yeah. And he wouldn't have to deal with the guy towards long. He could isolate the fight for the player pushing up short. So, tiny little mistakes, Dinko. That's the thing with Counter-Strike. It's about these milliseconds and millimeters. There's another play coming up towards Cat. It's going to be Neff leading the way. Olivia, he's got his weapon of choice, though, and is lying in wait.
Well, sorry, I've already sent all the players up middle. Bulbasaur is just charging on in. Mayrolls under pressure, gets 1 kill, but falls on the STK, and he's gone. Oh my god. Well, Olivia alongside KTZ. The last 2 remaining players. The only option is to save into the next round. That's just a real quick play straight up middle. And I have to ask questions now of Beyond's mid defense, or lack thereof, and B hold. I suppose that statement works for that as well.
Well, that's the biggest issue, right? When you're telegraphing so very easily what your setup is, it's something that Huat Zai is going to be abusing again and again. How many rounds have Huat Zai been able to just run up short, run up cat, and get the bomb down? Even the round where he just had the deagles, if you remember, right? And when that happens, Huat Zai are like, all right, and then they're going to be playing heavy long. They're going to be giving up short and just going to be going for the retake plays. So it just kind of unimaginative, like a lack of imagination from beyond in the city side setup. And that was a smart call from Huat Zai. They postured up towards cat a little bit. The three players were there, and immediately they just go for the fast hit towards mid to B. And that setup from beyond is just kind of, it's not going to work out. You kind of find maybe one kill, which I think it was Merrill who got the kill from the boxes outside B doors, and then the second player I think was SDK on the bomb, so just getting immediately shift deleted by Spiels. But even if STK got a kill over there, Dinko, it would have been a 3v3. Bomb down at B bomb site. Do you really go for the retake? You don't. You're just going to save your gun. So it was almost a win round, a one round for Huat Zai the moment they got the kill on the SDK. So it's a scrappy setup so far from beyond, and the money is grim. They can buy. Merrills can buy. QQ can be dropped. Maybe UMP, SDK can buy pistol and some armor for himself. But I think they're gonna just save, which isn't too bad. What I'd like to see from them in this final 2 rounds, Dinko, is some big cojones play.
Yeah, it would be nice to just kind of show what Beyond have. Slap Huat Zai of the face with it, maybe. GQ has got himself up in towards short. We've got Neff in the lower tunnels and SDK pushing through upper. So, oh my god, they haven't spotted each other. What? How? How does that happen? What are you watching? SDK, though, he'll find an easy kill. That's an AK picked up. And that does make this buy look much, much better for Beyond. Look, you've got SDK and an AK, KNTZ as well, an AWP in the hands of Olivia. This is looking pretty good for Beyond, all things considered. And now they move forward in towards A long. Huat Zai looking to try and take A, but the gap. Look at the gap. Look, they need 2 there. You need 2 to smoke off the CT cross, and only 1 was used. And then Ronan, he'll find himself a headshot. KNTZ going down. Nonetheless, you've got Ronan, so you can get onto the bomb site. It's all about holding on to it now because you're a man down, you've lost Neff, and now you have to try and win this round alone. And Ronan, he is enough. He's got himself another kill, finally shut down by QQ. And Spiels trying his best in the site, but the nade is too much to handle. Now it's just Splashkey. He has been quiet in this tournament so far, but this will be a nuclear performance if he can take down both players and win this clutch. And that's exactly what he does, Blur. 8 rounds picked up for Huat Zai, and he survives the nightmare.
Well, that was a splash we want to see more often. Confident plays from him, but yeah, that looked quite scary. Bobo just giving away a free AK-47. And I feel like if the retake was a little bit more well-timed by Beyond, like they could have had like a 3v1 advantage over Splash Kid there. But here we go. Buy going to be coming in. It's not the best of buys. There's no AWP out for any of the players for the Beyond side. And again, Dinko, they just go back to their the traditional hold towards A, and Neff is ready and waiting. That's an easy kill for him. Now he knows KNTZ is nearby, and he's waiting for backup to arrive, and backup, well, it arrives, but doesn't matter. He's still going to get the kills. Ronan and Splash Kid, they get a couple of kills simultaneously, and Ronan's there to finish up. Ronan's like just, well, a Ronin. Just running around like a masterless samurai, just taking kills at will, just being this unpredictable force of nature, and he's just been very impactful here at T side. The problem for me, Dinko, is the CD side from him. That's where he needs to rein his aggression in and play more with the team than just going for these solo plays, which can work on the T side, but that's where it kind of fell apart, I felt like, on their on the CD side for Huat Zai against some of the other teams they played.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like, especially if he has a good T half, he looked way too confident. He thought he could do the same kind of stuff with the CT side. He ended up giving away his life needlessly. And when they got into that sort of downturn where they were starting to lose rounds, it got even worse, I feel, because he put the pressure on himself to be that player that has to step up and get you advantages into the rounds. So I hope that he's a little bit more tempered in his aggression coming into this match. And this is a pretty good start for Huat Zai into the series, right? They're up 9-6 on Dust 2. From an eye test, they look like the much better team in terms of just not so much tactics, but just the way they're playing in terms of individual ability. They get a lot of kills across the server, and Beyond haven't really been able to handle that just yet. So hopefully on this T side, we get to see more of Beyond, sort of being able to dictate the pace, slowing it down across the map, figuring out what they want to do. And now Olivia just walking up long, but look at the lack of information that's provided. It's going to be the hit in towards the same bomb side. Olivia, it's got 4 players here on the A side for the TT side. It's so disjointed here from Beyond, but it's working out. 3 kills picked up. Spiels and Ronan, the last 2 remaining players, trying to get back over to this A bomb site. And with Beyond, they look to try and get the plant through, but they're in the open taking fights. And Spiels, he can't hit anything. He had opportunity after opportunity, and now he's left alone. In a 1 versus 3, hasn't been able to hit anything. Hasn't been able to take anybody down. And the flank has been hurt, but it doesn't matter. QQ, bullet in the cranium of Spiels. It's a 7th round picked up for Beyond, and they needed that pistol. And blah, they've got it.
They've got it, and the thing with that from Huat Zai, I gotta give them credit. They didn't just sit back. They gathered so much information, Dinko, that they started just pushing out towards long, which is kind of little unfortunate for them that they pushed out the moment that Beyond were looking to go for the take, which led to that kind of like a closer range gun duel where the Glocks just kind of came out on top, despite Olivia falling early. I like this from Huat Zai. They have a little bit of a lead. They're like, you know what? Let's not force things. It's okay. Let's eco it. Full eco. Well, not really. They still have a couple of P250s, but like a $800 investment ain't too bad. Like a flashbang, a couple of P250s. A flashbang from Bulbasaur. He's holding it. He's going to pop it for his 2 players towards Cat. Haven't spotted anyone out yet, though. And it's going to be SDK. He's going to be making contact. If he does head towards Cat, that is.
Well, the 4 players in the tunnels will start to make their way forward with Neff and Ronan trying to hold a bit of a crossfire. Maybe. If y'all don't check car, that sort of things can go a little bit rough, but hopefully they're good enough to check the car position, and that's exactly what they're going to do. QQ coming through, Ronan going down. Neff does get 1 kill on the P250 due to the distraction, but the rest of the kills coming in for Beyond across the board. And Bulbasaur and Splashkey, it's just a matter of time before they join their fellow teammates in the grave.
At least one kill. I guess they'll be happy with that as Bobo gets taken down by Olivia. Clean round. They lose a scout, Dinko. That's not too bad at all for Beyond. And now the buy should be coming in for Huat Zai. I actually would have... I don't know. I kind of feel like I would have liked it if Huat Zai had just gone for a half buy this round, you know? Maybe some deagles, a scout or something, do some damage. Because I would like for them to go for their op setup. I think they're... You know, with Neff on the AWP alongside Splash K, like the double op setup, I think it's pretty deadly on the CD side, and you know, leaving Ronan as kind of like this X factor. Heavy presence towards long, Dinko, and Beyond not going to waste any time. They're sending up 4 players up towards short. The nade's going to go in deep, does a bit of damage in the Merald as Splashkey finds QQ, and Bulbasaur is going to go for the wide swing and gets punished for it, but they're getting shut down over at Cat. 1 player remains on top. It's going to be all on Olivia, and Neff comes running up and takes his head off. And Beyond trying to mix things up, trying to go for a much faster play, but Huat Zai more than ready for it.
Well, a good showing in the second half so far. Been able to find themselves 10 rounds on the board. AK's picked up as well going into this next round. This is not bad at all. Splashkey, you can see just the positioning off towards the long side. Bulbasaur was positioned well with him. They just kind of spread the attack too thin. And I think the spacing was a little bit off here from Beyond. They were just walking it a little bit too far apart. It was costing them. It was giving easy fights to Huat Zai. They go together there. Possibly. Splash goes down quickly. Then you focus the fight onto the ramp player. But Ronan.
Why?
Just Ronan.
Ronan's the reason Huat Zai wins these rounds, and also the reason why they lose so many rounds. Which means, like, he nullifies his own impact in the game, which is so strange. You don't do that. You don't win the duel. You're down to half HP, and you continue to hold top. There's no reason to do that. You've done your job. You got the opening kill. Fall back. Instead, this is what happens. You know, he gets taken down. He gets the opening kill, but Huat Zai still have the man advantage. Sorry, Beyond have the man advantage, and now Neff has so much work to do. Dinko, there's nowhere nearby, no one nearby, and he's slowly falling back towards mid. But luckily for him, Beyond have kind of given up this B bomb site. Oh, he gets spotted out. Double peek comes in, and there we go. I don't think they're aware. I don't think they're aware the B is open. They're actually going to be heading towards A bomb site where everyone else is there. Bulbasaur is positioned. They might not spot him out. He's going to get the dink in. Doesn't get the kill though. He gets the dink, and he's still looking to take the fight. Backup arriving. Flashbang's going to go up high from his teammate from long. It's not going to find anything, but Bulbasaur is good for the kill. Finds STK. It's a 2v2. Look at the health of Olivia. Look at the health of Bulbasaur. But it's retake, Dinko. It's so winnable, Olivia. Out in the open, it is so very low, and the flank is on. Meryl's won't be expecting this. This is done, Dick.
Yeah, Skills will take this. Nice and easy. There we go. Completely preoccupied with a short player. Or should I say the site player that forgot about the possibility of a short player, and that's going to be 11 rounds to the board for Huat Zai. Very unfortunate there for Beyond. Could have definitely picked that up, but that would have, that definitely would have turned things around here in the second half.
I guess they were expecting, I don't know, like, looking at the time they had, Dinko, I felt like the moment they got the kill at mid, the B bomb side would have been, like, the mid to B play would have been the right play, I feel like. Because by the time they went up towards A, there was not much time remaining. They had to just go for the push, and yeah, Boba's position was really, really good. And great work from him, actually, getting the dink and the kill. Well, it's easier for us to criticize, considering we had the advantage of the X-rays and the radar and everything. But Beyond's they're not gonna be very chuffed with the way that one played out. Gonna be an eco, maybe some pistols coming out for the Thai side, but Huat Zai, they have the 3-round lead and they need just 5 more rounds to take the lead in the series.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. The fact that Huat Zai have come in and played so well here. That, I mean, it's only a couple of evident mistakes, and one weakness maybe in his form splash gear at times, but he started to step it up a little bit more in the second half and get a few important kills. But Ronan, it's all about whether or not he can play the smart. He's going to peek into the open. Oh my god, Ronan, what are you doing, dude? What is that? You're going up against the low bar. At least you should have that read. You don't play that close to the tunnels against a potential B rush, and now you've just given away everything. Bulbasaur, Splashkey, and Spiels, a 3 versus 5. QQ and Olivia just taking kill after kill. It's the round 1 for Beyond, and it was just a couple of Mac 10s and MP7 to play. Terrible buy coming from Beyond, but an even worse hold from Huat Zai.
How have they won this? I looked at the buy. I was just about to touch upon. I'm like, oh, they're going for the full commit, and I'm like, not a big fan. Ronan, like you said, Dinko, he should have known what the buy would have been like. They should have played a much more passive angle. Number 1, right? Number 2, he peers out. What does he see? He sees at least 3 players in towards tunnels. And what does he do? He holds an angle where the Mac 10s and SMGs can just completely wreck him. If I'm there, I fall back towards car. At least I'll have some cover. At least I'll be able to hold an angle which I can defend and maybe even get a spray down, because they have to walk into his crosshair. Instead, it just sits out outside wide and gets nothing done. It does a bit of damage, but it's not good enough. Oh, that was just... Look at this, right? He spots them, sticks around. He had time to go back into a corner. He had time. He could have just legged it over there. And then Neff just runs out and just stands blinded in the open for like half an hour. That's just brutal. Now, it's kind of like a half... kind of a half buy, but Neff has gone for a pretty heavier investment compared to the rest of his compadres. Not necessarily a big fan of that. You want to keep the money equal for your team, but... No, let's see what they do here.
Ooh, Molotov's going to clear the close corner. Beyond can slow it down. And this is the opportunity they cannot afford to squander. They have looked so rough here in Dust 2. QQ, he's gone and got himself Ronan. And I feel like Ronan has died a lot over towards his B-bomb side blur.
Like we said, right? His T side, unpredictable, lethal. CD side, his unpredictability is his downfall. It becomes predictable.
Yeah, I mean, you know he's going to be coming at you, right? And you just figure out what position he's playing as B. You just can either see him through the tunnels or through lower mid. So yeah, it's pretty easy to think about how you're going to approach that. And here comes the push on towards the A bomb site. You've got Splashkey over here with just a USP. Bulbasaur and Splashkey taking kills though, Blair, and beyond they're hemorrhaging far too many. May rolls takes down Splashkey finally. QQ luckily is inside of middle. You won't be able to wreck Bulbasaur, but look at Spiels. He nearly catches the timing, but it doesn't even matter. Neff, he's got the headshot. QQ goes down, and this Koopy around with beyond just crumble.
What are you doing?
He is a little bit in a risky spot right there.
Just the off downstairs.
It's like, there you go. You want an op? Have fun. That's going to blow right your way in the 10 seconds. What? And there we go. And that's going to be Spiels going down, and well, should be the round recovered. But you know, if they just sits back, if he's seeing that open towards CT and he doesn't want to go for this, he would be able to just save that open over now, which is a little bit interesting.
I feel like he panicked a little bit, KNTZ. He wanted to toss. He thought they would probably come up cat and get the... Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Provided by KNTC, the best courier service in Asia.
If it like, I get the idea, right? He wanted to ensure they don't get the AWP, but you don't toss in the CT. You just toss it somewhere else. Oh, enough. Just whiff the shot. They're on the hunt. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. The bomb's going to explode. He should hold on to this. That was such a strange round. I mean, great attempt from Huat Zai to almost bring it back, but strange round from Beyond.
I mean, Beyond probably... KTZ probably could have just thrown it behind him. Just further towards the side so he can defend it. They have to cross over to get it, but... this is a nice shot from Splashkey. Wasn't expecting too much from him, to be honest, but he uses the cover and gets a little bit aggressive. Meryl's presented that kill. But yeah, pretty good round, actually, from Huat Zai in terms of the damage they were able to do. And now we go into this round. It's going to be a good start. I love that it's come back to bite them, blah. I love it.
That's gonna just slow Beyond's T side here to a stop. The op dropped a T spawn, bombs down there as well. That has to be retrieved, and now I don't really have much information. And yeah, Neff, that op saved, coming in handy, getting the opening kill. And again, I just got to remind the viewers, one thing about Huat Zai are their pistols are pretty solid indeed. Shouldn't be facing again Neff. There's no point. He gets tagged down. He's still gonna face them. He does have backup nearby, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. Reposition. Go somewhere else. Go towards A.
Spiels around the corner. Deagle in his hands. KTC's always got around the corner. It'll be an easy kill for him. Spiels goes down. And that's at least a kill back in here for Beyond as they look to try and get another. Neff tries to pick out in towards the long area, but it's May rolls with another kill for the T side. And Neff, he's doing so much of this picked up off. He saved it over from the last round. And he is causing
What the hell? What?
What is that? What is that shot from Neff? Just a no-scope flick through the smoke. And now it's KNTZ 1 HP up against Ronin on the Deagle. He's coming from short. That's the kill. Surely 12 to 10. Huat Zai. They just absolutely destroy them. Neff. What?
Understand.
Let's do this again. I really don't care about these early shots. This one. What is this? Why? Why does this happen? I mean, if KNTZ didn't throw that up down CT block.
He got 3 kills with the save though. Just saying. Oh. But honestly, that third kill was just bullshit. Oh. Oh, oh, thought he dropped to his dead there.
Splashkey's on 1 HP. He will get away. They're gonna have to concede the bomb plant here, so Beyond are gonna get that down. Olivia positioned in towards short with the Tech 9. It starts to run down in towards his position. Bulbasaur just around this right side, and Olivia's gonna start tamping. Bulbasaur with the kill. Olivia goes down, and now STK. Nice shot on the Deagle. This could be happening, boy. We could be seeing Beyond pick this round up, but it looks like it is done. Splashkey's on 1 HP. KTC making up for his previous errors of dropping that up down. He steps up in the next one, gets the 3K, and Splashkey's got to get out of there. Huat Zai's A-hold was just non-existent. They give it up immediately. And Splashkey, causing himself a couple of problems there. Gets away, has to save away into the to CT, repositions. That gives up the A-bomb site completely. There's no fallback plan. There's no plan B. And Beyond can just take the site, get the bomb down, and Huat Zai just hemorrhage too many players.
Look at the money for Huat Zai as well. This is grim. Splashy's got cash apart from that, the rest of them. And this is just like, just getting picked apart. Every Ronin caught with Tech Knight in the distance. They had Deagles, even Glocks in the mix, Dinko. That's just rough, but yeah, brilliant word from KNTZ. Olivia, though, he's like, okay, face me. Face me, I dare you. Face me. Deagle from Spiels, taps away. Spam. Oh. That's not it, Splash. That's not it, Splash. I've never seen the grenade actually bounce off that. Forced by Dinko. If Beyond wins this, they break them. They break the money. And again, it's CD side economy. Oh, this is looking mighty scary for Huat Zai.
Maybe Beyond, they're finally gonna see what it feels like to be Tyloo, to be Vici, to be Invictus, to give your team, the opponent, a little bit of hope, and snatch it all away from them at the last second, blah. See if that does work out.
Could be the case.
Yeah, and here comes the push into the B bomb side. Flashes up, Neff hiding around the corner. 5-7, rattling shots as he peeks out to the right side, but it's QQ with the initial kill. Yeah, that's enough to force the safe call. They have to get out of there. So it's 12-12, evened up the tie side. I mean, it hasn't been the best performance from them, but certainly much, much better in these recent rounds now as they're starting to get closer and closer to a scoreline that they can be comfortable with.
At least they saved the two big gun. Oh, Obo. Well, it was a scout, so it's fine, I guess. I don't want Beyond to go hunting these guns. Look at the money, guys. It's really not worth it. It's really not worth it. Looks like they're still gonna go for it, Dinko. Oh, no. Just hold the line. Don't lose your weapons. It's fine. It's not really worth it. Ronin! Wait, what?
Did you just go AFK? Or what's going on there, Ronin?
Okay. All right. Talk about these crazy young, 16-year, 17-year-old reactions, but that was like zero reaction from him. That was the op, Dinko. That was the op. They had the M4, they had a scout and an AWP. They lose a scout, you're like, man, it's okay. They still have the AWP and M4, but they lose that, and now you look at the money. 1,903 players, 2,300 for Ronin, who had the op, and Splashkey, the only one with some semblance of some money with the rifle as well. So now they have to take a tactical timeout, talk things through, and they're like, okay, what do we do now? Because if I'm them, I just eco this. There's no point going for the buy. Just like a full eco coming out from them, and then you buy into the next round. But that means Beyond. This is a free virtually a free opportunity to get around number 13 and go into the lead this late in the game.
This is a very important time ahead here for Beyond. They cannot afford to lose this nightmare scenario. It would play out to be. And May rolls a long hit coming his way. Oh my god, he's caught in the open, but it doesn't matter. QQ taking 2 kills. May rolls getting 1 alongside STK, and that's the round done. Ronin on the other end of the map. It's 13-12. It's going to be 3 rounds away from victory now. Bly here for Beyond and Dust 2. I think if they take Dust 2, that's probably going to be that series going their way 2-0. I don't see a world in which Huat Zai... I don't see a world in which they win the series, but at all, but I do see a world in which they at least get a map, and it had to happen here on Dust 2. And Ronin, there we go. Nice little knife kill. STK shanked up. That's going to be a rifle collected by Ronin. He's going to carry that into the next one. 13-12. Beyond. 3 away now. Be pretty happy about this. Don't think Ronin is going to go any further, so Olivia won't be a problem. Some of these tunnels players, they want to get rid of this. Yuka's looking
If
for
he
him.
survives, Dinko, he's gonna have enough money to drop an op towards. I'm gonna give it to Neff, looking the way he's killing.
Oh,
He's
no,
gone
the
for.
timing.
Even then, Dinko, that knife, the money he got from that, that's an AWP. That's an AWP. Of course, a rifle save would have been even better because you could have just dropped the op and held onto the rifle over there. But if I'm him, I buy an AWP and give it to Neff because Neff's been hitting some, well, ridiculous shots. But you know what? I'm just gonna stick with the M4, which is fair because that means they'll have more utility, which is something that's clearly lacking for them at the moment. 2 smokes and 4 flashbangs for 4 players, while Rowan's the only one with a full belt of utility to work with. 30-2, Dinko. I don't know which way this one's gonna go.
Right now, probably going to be going Beyond's way, honestly, from the signs that I've seen. They just have a better buy in this round as well. Huat Zai, if they lose this follow-up, they use this round here, their next buy is going to be terrible. So Ronan needs to step up. He's blinded. He only gets the 1 kill. He's caught in the open. And now Neff, he's stuck in middle. And like you said, only player defending the B-bomb site. And he's willing to make that risky play. So now they're a man down early on into the round. But luckily, they have a trade back elsewhere. And Spiels is going to do work, taking the man advantage. In fact, and Neff just running through the window. How have Beyond let this happen? How have they just let so many players die? And now Olivia realizes it's time to be the star. And well, he's not hitting anything. He's going to go back for more. It's SDK. Olivia now looking down the barrel of the door. Going to have to try and hit this shot. And that's exactly what he's going to go and do. And Olivia delivers. 3 kills picked up. He needed to step up. And 21 and 19. I mean, he's performing well in terms of statistics, but he hasn't really been on my lips too much in terms of, talking about Olivia's performance coming up. He hasn't been doing that star performance we know he's capable of overall. But get a little bit of a quieter showing from him.
Yeah, it has been. But then again, let's take a look at the kill spread for the team, right? It's 19 for QQ and 23 for KNTZ. That's the gap between the 4 players, while SDK and Olivia are like 21 to 22. Meryl's the only kind of comparatively low performer, but everyone's putting in the work. So that's what I want to see. I don't want Olivia being forced to drop like a 30 bomb for them to win against a team like Huat Zai, for crying out loud. Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you would like to see him be able to do it, right? Because that's kind of the scenario that you expect him to perform against some of these lower tier teams and show up and smash them. But this is ridiculous. A mid aggression coming in from the CT side. They get a couple of kills. Another one. Oh, God. Well, 2 players still on for Beyond. They get map point. Looking to try and clean up dust, too.
The money's good. They're fine. Not expensive. But how has this happened? Like, Huat Zai, they were looking pretty solid, but the CT side, Dinko, it's a bit of a problem. Especially when you're relying on an unreliable player like Ronan to hold on to B bomb site. Again, that's the thing with Ronan. He is kind of one-dimensional in his approach to the game. He's really good. Individually, the kid is gifted. He's fantastic, but I wouldn't rely on him to hold a bomb site. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And Spiels is going to be in a little bit of a pickle. He's burning alive inside there, and it blinded the player. Spiels going to be taking out SDK, and they're just manhandling this A-bomb side, Dinko. As Meryl's maybe a little bit too much from him, overextending, but he spots both the players, and now Ronan. Time for him to shine. Flashes his way through. He's going to come on out. There's a player blinded, but SDK is ready and waiting. And it's now a 1v3 Neff. His position compromised. I know where he's coming in from. Flames at his feet. And I believe, Dinko, this is the end. He's picked up an AWP. He's pulled off some miraculous shots in the past. But this might be a little bit too much of a tall ask for him to do. And QQ will nail the final nail into the coffin. Kind of a disappointing end to that game. I felt like it would be much more closer, like maybe an overtime coming out, or maybe Huat Zai even taking the map, Dinko. But Beyond, they're just too good at the end.
Yeah, I think coming into it, Beyond
which our observer failed to find earlier and made me look like an idiot. But it looks like, hopefully when we have a break, I can show you guys that. But anyway, hold on to that thought. It's going to be a fast hit coming in towards ramp, and it is going to be Ronin. Oh, ooh, nice 2 shots there. And it's going to ensure before he falls, he's going to find a couple of kills. KNTZ finding Splash K. Splash K maybe sticking around for a little too long, and it's 2 players towards ramp spotted out. Not what they're not aware of, Dinko, is Olivia's position. And look at this. They played this to perfection. Bubbles is just running up the vents because he knows it's going to be the hit towards upper. And there's another CT waiting towards Hut. The problem is Olivia's position. He needs to make a move. His Spiels has found KNTZ, and now it's a 2v3 favoring Huat Zai.
Pretty good pistol round start here from Huat Zai. Merrills and Olivia can, of course, still pull this off as they group up together. It comes down to this blight. Bulbasaur, the timing is going to work out in his favor. Merrills was holding, and oh no, blah. Look at this from Bulbasaur. He's going to be walking in behind them. Keep walking, but he goes back to the site instead, and that is going to the chance squandered, but still they hold them at advantage. He doesn't go down, and that is mainly a positive.
Did he not see them? I guess he didn't.
Well, now they've made the right call, though. The lack of information at the A-bomb side has given them the idea that they want to rotate down. They could have played at decon, one at the double doors. This could be a slaughter, but Beyond need the kills quickly. They're going to run in towards the side. Decon swings wide open again, trying to pull the attentions away, and Neff is going to swing open, taking down May rolls. This is good. Olivia now having to do it all, and it's not going to happen. That's just well played from Huat Zai in the pits around, and they find the pistol pick up.
Yeah, that's very, very well played. I feel like the players coming up heaven should have waited a little bit longer, waited for Olivia to get the flank in from Mini. But there we go again, Ronin. Good job. Just it's kind of like a one and done spot. And honestly, I feel like Splash overextended there. He really shouldn't have, and made things a little tricky. But again, like you said, very well played 3v3 coming out there from Huat Zai. They went for the info play. They played it smart and keep 3 players alive at the end there. Of course, the force buy is going to be coming out from Beyond. I'm not at all surprised about that fact. We have Neff with the M4s.
Wouldn't have it any other way, blah.
Of course not. I mean, they weren't just rushing B and Dust 2 with the Mag 10 and MP7, so why the hell not? Look at the pace here, Ninka. Look at the pace. And Ronin, this is scary. This is so scary from Ronin. He's going to get the hard checked, but no, they're going to be falling on back. Have they forced out a rotation? QQ's going to find Splash K, who's been having a rough tournament so far. They haven't checked him yet, and they spot him, and they're going to swing on him together. Or are they? Are they? They're making Ronin feel very uncomfortable. Candies from above. That is perfectly played, perfectly executed. Ronin just got completely shut down, and now the CT's coming in from Ramp. STK holding the line. He's done a bit of damage. He's going to win the duel, and now Tech9 comes out 1v3, and Neff, it's all on him. He knows where one player is. He doesn't know where the second is, though, and this one's done, Dinko. He's got to just save his gun. 24 seconds, buddy. You don't have a kit on you. Maybe a kit on one if you're fallen comrades, but they are playing this to perfection. Beyond are giving him nothing to work with.
It's really well played from Beyond. The answer back, the fact that they were able to pull this off is ridiculous, blah. And now they get themselves the second round on the board. They'll be feeling very happy about that. Considering they lost the pistol in a fashion that they won't be too happy with. They come into the follow-up round and get that on the board, and now they have the opportunity to get off to a good start in this first half, to get these T rounds under their belt early on. Y'all just tuning in. We're currently on map number 2. Map 1 looked pretty good for Huat Zai up until a point, mainly until they hit over to that CT side, and that's where things kind of fell apart. We started to see the big performance come in from Beyond. They took it off the line, and we find ourselves here on Nuke. We've painted the picture of how this is looking like a very, very safe hands for Beyond. And Ronin's going to get aggressive around the corner. Is that one player? Whoa, no! What is that from Ronin? The flick out to the right side, the snapping with a deagle, and now it's going to be back and forth. There's going to be another round picked up for Huat Zai, and it's off the back of the pistols. It's the aggression from Ronin in towards the ramp room, and this is an exciting affair. It's just KNTZ left alone. He's got to save this M4, and Huat Zai, well, they lose the second round, but they come back swinging in the third.
5 deagles against 5 rifles, Dinko. Like, Beyond had retrieved 3 M4s, 2 AKs, everything looking good for them. And Ronin's like, yeah, I'm just gonna casually walk up and hit these 2 1 deags. Of course, Splashky as well, finding one for himself. And TZ, there we go. That's the opening. It needs to find... A couple of plays is kind of low, Dinko. You can still deal a bit of damage, but 40 seconds. 3 plays are low now. Oh, if that was a nade. If that was a nade, that would have been brutal. It would have been a double kill right there. But even despite how low they are, this crossfire looks solid. It looks almost impossible for him to really kind of break out. He's going to try and isolate these kills. Bulbasaur playing alone. He's going to have not much time to work with. Is he just going to fall away, I guess? Just a lack of information for him that these players are so very low. And he's going to slowly peel away, Dinko. It's going to be Huat Zai winning the round, but my, oh my. That was a wake-up call for Beyond.
This is what I want to see again. This right?
What?
Just get right.
Can we get a slow-mo replay of that, please? The second shot, because that was so quick. I love PGL.
I love them. Right.
Okay, slow-mo. That's slow-mo!
That's slow-mo, dude. That is slow-mo. Well, Ronan, he's gone. Oh my god, blah. Oh my god.
Bro, what?
Oh my god. It works out for 2 kills, Ronan. He's gonna go down to QQ, but what a madman. He's insane.
Can someone just remind him this isn't a pug?
Lock him up. Well, Neff, he comes through the smoke. He's gonna try a little bit of a Ronin. Olivia's found a headshot. Spiel's going down, and now Neff. Oh, they're in the smoke together, Blood. Not really. Exactly. Oh my god, how does KTC still get that kill? Neff, I thought he had it dead to rights, but KTC rattles the shots off quicker. Now Bulbasaur and Splashky, 2 versus 3. A man down suddenly here at Huat Zai. This will be a soul back and forth. If Beyond can pick this up, this is just a ridiculous affair. Bulbasaur up in heaven. He's going to be running a little smoke here. Flash ready to dive on into the bomb site. QQ taking one onto Splashky. Now Bulbasaur left alone. 1 versus 3 retake. He's found the first kill. Low HP on the last player now. KTC. 1 bullet is needed. Bulbasaur's view model causing problems for him, but he can lose his track of KTC. He looks for him. He can't find him. And that is going to be a round for Beyond. 2-2 on the board. They answer right back. I mean, that started off interesting with Ronan getting aggressive in towards ramp. You know, I would say it's obviously not a very smart play, but he gets 2 kills, right? That if he doesn't get the second kill, it's dumb. It's so dumb because it's not worth the 1-to-1 trade, right? Because you lose ramp control, you create chaos, you weaken your defense massively. Luckily, they line up for him and he gets 2, but how likely is that scenario, Blair? How likely is it that they line up for him? Not very. So overall, pretty dumb play.
Yeah, I don't think you can really argue with that fact. It's just unnecessary aggression, but Splash finds QQ. This is, again, an eco Dinko. We saw what happened earlier. Mac 10 will be tossed away. Look at the damage. KTZ down at 34. This is already looking very worrying for the side of Beyond. Olivia waiting patiently. Ronan's pushed on up. This guy just doesn't wait, does he? And in this instance, it's actually going to work in his team's favor because they're getting so much information. Splashky overextending SDK and Olivia opening up the upper bomb site. So yeah, they've got the flank on. They picked up a Mac 10, but this one's done. This one's done. As long as Merrill doesn't completely crap the bed. Oh, this guy's... I want his aim, Dinko. I think I might be able to solo queue Valorant if I have this guy's aim.
That's a difficult task, Blood. One of the most difficult tasks known to mankind, I would say. That's,
like wearing masks?
Yeah, exactly. Very difficult indeed to follow that. Actually, one of the difficult things is following very basic guidelines or rules, I guess, maybe. But 3-2, nonetheless, it's over here for Huat Zai. It's a couple of M4s, a little bit of utility. And over here for Beyond, it's a good bit of utility now on the T side. They're going for the outer yard hit. Utility going through a QQ towards this hut area. Just a slower play, finally. from the CT side, but Neff is going to catch that opening kill. It's STK, the first victim in the round. And beyond a man down at QQ. Oh, he's low as well. Mayrols is gone. KTZ finally finding the headshot back, but this is a good round so far from Huat Zai. Beyond to, I don't know what's going on, Blair, but they just don't really seem to have an approach right now. They're losing far too many players in the default. It's not like they even get to play their own game, but luckily they're trading back. They group up, they double up in the doorway, and they get themselves 2 kills. So we're right back into a 2 versus 2 round. They can still win this as Olivia just runs to the lower bomb site. We'll get that bomb planted in behind the B site. And now, well, KTZ's a little far removed, and Olivia needs to survive. He gets away. That was nearly the nightmare. But now that Olivia is alive, he can delay. But both players going quickly into the bomb site. They're going to try and draw Olivia out into the open. Door swings wide open, but look at the ramp play from KTZ. He needs to find the headshot, and he gets it done. Beyond, good recovery from KTZ and Olivia. Really well played between them. But overall, that was a pretty bad round from Beyond. The beginning just didn't really have a plan. They were into a default blur, and they lost way too many players.
Yeah, and again, that Ronin's repositioning, right? Yeah, this was messy from them, honestly. Like, why is there no smoke for the entrance? And Ronin, again, he just keeps pushing far out and catching players off guard. And even the 2v2, Dinko, look at where the bomb is planted. Look at KNT's position. He came in from the ramp, right? If Olivia died here, round's over. Round's over, because KNTZ can't prevent the defuse from taking place. It's not planned for him. As we do see an anti-eco coming out from Beyond here. We haven't really seen many clean rounds from the Thai side. It's just been very... What is this guy made of? What is this guy made of? What is this?
He's like a transformer. He's got a bunch of different weapons just coming out of her blood. This is just disgusting. Ronin just walks in, he destroys them, he leaves them all over the floor, and now QQ, it's a 1 versus 2 for him. AK in hand, he needs to kill quickly on his spiels, he's got it, but now he's up against the beast. Ronin in the 1 versus 1. A minute and 5 seconds left as QQ backs away to pick up this bomb. Ronin's dropped into the A bomb site. QQ's going to find that bomb and now get away. Where does he go with this? He's still got a full minute basically to play with right now. So QQ definitely not limited by the time. It's just the mind games now that begin. Where is Ronin? So much time has passed. He could be anywhere on this map. And so QQ has to clear absolutely everything. So paranoid about where this young star could be. 54 HP. He's coming into mid. He might just win this. He looks the wrong way, though. He backs up into QQ, and he'll win the round for Beyond. But my God, Ronin, what a round from him. That was a low buy. That was an eco. And he walks in with a deagle blast, and he just destroys 3 players.
Okay, first one, bad timing. This is BS. Like... Oh my, is he like, does he have like inbuilt aimbots into his hand or something? He is so good. He is so good. May not be the smartest of players. gotta at least mention that.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
My God.
Does have his downfalls, but...
Yeah, you can't have everything in life. You can't have that aim and also be a genius, right? You can't do that. That'd be ridiculous. Imagine having Glaive's mind, Zipnix's clutch sense, and Simple's aim. That's impossible. But this guy's aim, it's up there. It's up there with some of the best out there.
Yeah.
Sick.
Mixed with some device discipline. That'd be quite a player. Well, nonetheless, 5-2 on the board now. Beyond right now in a position where they are going to get themselves a very convincing half if they win this next round. Although it has been close, although it has been back and forth, and it by any means, not by any means at all, has it been a fantastic performance from Beyond, but they're winning the rounds, and that's all that matters. They're heading towards this A bomb site. First kill, Spiels. Terrible spacing. And that's resulted in 3 quick kills on the CT side with no trades coming in. Eventually, a couple of kills come back for Beyond, but the round's done. And Mayrols is left alone.
Why is Ronin so dumb sometimes? Just like, it's a 5v2, Dinko, and he just goes up the vents and takes the fight, standing on the ladder.
Brain just has a little far, but look at this. Mayrols, what a play so far. Mind game's really working out. He's gone for the long haul, but he's low HP, so he needs to be careful. I can just see him just killing himself. What an idiot. Why? Who can say with the road kills?
I agree, observer. I agree.
He's
And
like,
you were like, oh, look at his big brain play.
and then I was like, I can see him killing himself. Jumps off the map. Oh, why? Why? Oh, nevertheless, well, we're right back in. What a terrible outside execution this is. But it's gonna work, I guess. I mean, it's a deeper smoke. I've created a little bit of a gap. But yeah, this is working out okay. They get down towards secret. They're gonna get a couple of players down towards this lower bomb site.
You okay?
I'll get there, bro. I'll get there.
I kind of wish Mitch was casting this.
I mean, not really. I mean, he hasn't had any sleep. You know, I do care about Mitch nevertheless, but so I kind of would fear for his sanity, whatever strains of that he has left.
Yeah. I think we might actually successfully break him by the end of this. They get the wallbang kill. I see he's slowly going to creep on. Ow.
Just be careful, Rafters.
Second player. Oh. They got the kill, the wallbang, so they're not expecting a second player there. But Olivia finding Bulbasaur. 3v4.
Okay, another
2v4.
Kill. Yep, this is kind of going rough now. Mayrolls looking for the AK spray. Mayrolls just, thank you. Gets the kill nonetheless. Spiels left alone at 1 versus 4. What a round from Beyond. Just a nice little reply. STK getting 1. Let's go down eventually as he walked out towards the B-bomb site. But Beyond, rather clean round coming in. They keep 4 alive. That's going to recover the economy from the previous nightmare in the previous round. So 6-3. Huat Zai, I'm starting to see a problem there in terms of being able to put consecutive rounds in the board. It just doesn't seem like that's going to be happening here.
Yeah, especially CD side nuke. That's if you're not able to do that, it's going to be very grim indeed. I really like this round from Beyond. I love how they slowed it down, just picked apart Huat Zai. We're trying very desperately to go for plays and find something. Right, that opening was just spectacular. They get the wall bang in. There was a little bit of repositioning, but one by one they just got picked apart. The Deagle's putting in the majority of the work. Let's take a look here. Oh, get destroyed, Splash. Look at them just getting caught off guard, caught out of position, just one by one by one. They're not expecting. What's Neff even doing there? Like the crossfire wasn't there at all. Just exposed. 3 kills where the opponents didn't even fire back at them. Just ludicrous. And that too on kind of like a forced buy. Well, Ronan's there with the Deagle, Dinko. It's gonna happen again, isn't it? It's gonna happen again.
Well, we'll see if he can pull it off. He's gonna go through the flash. Okay, he falls away, Blur. That's what I love. He's actually come off the angle, and they're going to come in towards him instead.
It's insane. He's fallen back. What are the odds?
Oh. Well, Spiels, the smoke is going to start to fade away. Or is about to be blown off. Smoke goes down again. Well played from Spiels. That's going to cause a couple of problems now for Beyond. They want to go through the smoke. They're going to have to walk into his crosshair, and that's not going to work out well for them. So we've got 50 seconds left though, Bless, so no need to make any rash decisions. Instead, they're going to go in towards ramp where Ronan is. He's got the Deagle. He's going to line up 1, and that's all he'll get. STK and KTZ finding the kills, and now the B-bomb side's open. They're going to run down, or at least fake it out. Neff is here in the control room, holding the window. And with 34 seconds left, Beyond have changed their mind so many times about how they want to approach this. And well, they might just get it done here. Olivia with a kill. They've completely bamboozled Huat Zai. They have 2 players down here in the lower bomb site. And now they've got the A site completely. It's the 7th round picked up for Beyond, almost locked in.
Yeah, there's no coming back in this round. Oh, and TZ with a couple of love taps as well. Tapping away at that range against a FAMAS. Neff's not going to get anything done. 7-3 for Beyond. And the money is kind of depleted as well. It's been depleted for a while right now for the CTs. You know, this was also kind of like the forced buy. But just getting, again, Dinko, look at them just getting picked apart, not knowing where to look. Beyond weren't even challenged this round. Apart from Ronan getting a Deagle headshot. At this point, you put a Deagle in the hands of Ronan and he's going to guarantee you a kill towards ramp. Like, doesn't matter how. He's still going to get you a win. a kill. Oh, the ramp push. It's a slaughter, Dinko, but Spiels, he finds one in reply. The trade is quick. So just the one casualty for Beyond. And it's all on Ronin again. 1v4 CZ Dinko. I don't see this happening. I really don't see this happening.
That's good, Blur. You're not seeing yet. Okay, that's good. That's good. I mean, this won't happen.
It's Ronin in a 1v4. CZ out. Let's see what Beyond's got. I don't think so. He's...
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
I always get scared.
Like, you never know. You never really know what's going to happen. Hit 3 on the board. Beyond. Well, they are in a good position right now. T-side, 8 rounds already. They win this one. Potentially going to go on to win this hand very convincingly indeed. I've nearly forgotten about Mayrolls jumping off the map, but I don't think I'll ever forget fully, Blah. I think it's scarred me. It's not as bad as some of the players you see in this tournament, though.
Yeah, we've seen some
interesting Counter-Strike.
Questionable things. Yeah, let's just put it that way. I was just rewatching the Meryl's 1v2 drop down play from the stream. Like it was just pure comedic genius. They walk into an empty upper bomb site, Dink, apart from Spiels is still there, and he's gonna be good for 2. That is solid from Spiels. Glimpses of that B bomb site hole towards Mirage showing up now. Meryl's. He's not facing, and Bulbasaur is peers around the corner. They find an empty bomb site. They thought it was empty, Dinko, but no, it wasn't. Spiels was there, and now it's all on Olivia. And he's gonna get spotted out. And there we go. Splash hit decapitates him. 8-4.
Yeah.
I still feel it's not enough for Huat Zai. You know, beyond CD side it's a lockdown, Dinko. Better teams, much better teams than Huat Zai have struggled against beyond CD side.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a difficult affair, especially having already confirmed themselves to be behind going into the second half. So they have to do the majority of the hard work on their T side. I have to say, though, we do bring it up a little bit. But Splashkey, he is really underperforming. If you're going to be giving him the most expensive gun, if you're going to be putting him in positions where he has to step up, especially on a map like Nuke, and he's only got 4 kills up until the previous round, he's got to deliver, and that's better from him. I like it. It's the confidence. He takes down Olivia, he opens things up, and now Beyond's reply into the A bomb site. Well, it's not a good one. Spiels gets a double. They're just walking it one by one, but finally, it's KTZ with the kill, and Splashkey closes it out. He's got a double in this round, and that's much better from Huat Zai. 5 rounds now on the board.
Much better. This might be the most convincing round from Huat Zai so far. Like, the past couple of rounds have looked like a much different team playing here on the CD side. And they're going to need each and every round that they can get. We do enter the penultimate round here, first half. For Beyond, they still have money, Dinko, but if they lose this one, I fear that it's just going to be SMGs. And look at this from Splashkey. Spots the first player out. Oh no, he whiffs, fall back, splash, fall back, it's not worth it, but he goes for the re-peek, and somehow he escapes alive. A simultaneous frags taking place, and yeah, despite the whiff shot initially, Huat Zai, they're able to recover.
Oh, nice shot from Ronin. Olivia just gets caught out completely. QQ left alone now, 1 versus 5. I'm going to start walking in towards him. Line up. And Ronin taking the kill. That's 3 for him in the round. And 6 on the board now for Huat Zai. We head into the last round of the first half. We will be looking for them to try and grab a 7th round. And they probably should. I mean, taking a look at what Beyond have, it's not a whole lot being presented in this final round. So Huat Zai, this is the perfect opportunity to get 7 rounds. They give themselves at least a chance going into that second half. And what I do like is, as soon as I called out Splashkey, happened a few times this tournament so far. I've mentioned a player's poor performance, and they immediately step up in that round. He's doing much better now. He's a bit more confident. He's hitting some important shots, a little bit more impact. And while Ronin, that's quick. Another opportunity, but they're running him down. He doesn't fall away. He can't because the play is so quick. And Mayrolls catching one out in the Mac 10. So we have a 4 versus 4. And well, another kill from Olivia. Oh my god, Blair. It's just the straight up SMG rush from Beyond is working out. Finally recovered. They
spotted both the CTs towards the lower. And And they have an idea what the third player is as well. He was towards hell. I was slowing it down. Last broken, Olivia's on the hunt. The timing, this is everything, Dinko. They imagine they've fallen back, and Olivia, he's on the flank, sneaking in, clearing out the close angles, doesn't spot anyone out. But it is going to be Neff. He's been hitting everything, and it's all in Meryl's now, Dinko. 1v2. Closes the door himself, taps the bomb, trying to bait out a response. He's going to hear the CT dropping it towards the vents. It's all about timing. Oh, this is genius. If he pulls this off, of course he is. He finds Splashgate 1v1, runs up the vents, baits it out, and that's going to force Bulbasaur to head straight towards Heavens. And Meryl's, he is just outplayed Huat Zai in its 1v3. Unfortunately, he probably doesn't know how low Bobo is. I think he should. And he just needs to take out a pistol in his wonders, and Bulbasaur, he's got outplayed completely. And Meryl just might pull this clutch off, Dinko.
Yeah, 1 versus 1. Mayrol's looking to deliver a 9th round for Beyond.
Oh, no.
The timing. He just runs right into him, and Bulbasaur does save the day. 7 rounds for Huat Zai. I mean, it's a pretty scrappy half of Counter-Strike overall. I mean, both teams have had their nightmare moments, but I'm excited by Ronin. He's exciting to watch, especially playing that ramp area. He doesn't... You know, there's so many players that just kind of sit there on the ramp, and that's the right way to play it. But Ronin, he just has something in his brain where he can't sit still. He just moves forward over and over and over again. It works out for him, and in a lot of situations. So, pretty good half overall from him. I think, again, it's just another one of those performances where he's got nearly 20 kills in the first half plus, so he's impressive. But it's important that Beyond get the pistol around here if they want to try and close this as quickly as possible. White side, though, they desperately want to pull it back and somehow upset Beyond here on Nuke and send us to a third map. And while it's going to be a quick play in towards ramp, QQ's delivered the first 2 kills. Another kill coming in from KTZ, but Bulbasaur and Ronin, they fight back, and now we're back into things. But it's Olivia and Mayrolls that seal the deal. It's 9-7 on the board as Beyond find the pistol round.
Very, very quick rotation there. They weren't expecting like all 5 players to show up at the end, and looked a little scary. But yeah, Beyond won the round. I think it's for Huat Zai. They have been kind of unpredictable so far. This is... Look at rotation though. Just look at the minimap. Everyone just showing up, just mowing them down. And despite the efforts of Bulbasaur in the end, there was not to be simultaneous headshots in the end to close out the round. And it's just the pistols. Deagle for Bobo. Ronin with the Glock. Glocks all around, mainly. They're taking a lot of damage to the flames, and they're just burning alive, Dinko. And might as well, I guess. They just don't want to feed them. They don't want to feed